Welcome everybody back to Prove Them Wrong Fitness with another workout video. Last video was a back and shoulders and traps workout, and this one is another back workout but with biceps, your typical bro split. Starting it off again with 3 sets of pull-ups to failure. This time I started with the close grip pull-ups. I used each handle for a set and go to failure like I said in my last video. I like to work my back at every single possible angle, and you'll see that in this video. A ton of volume, a ton of different exercises, just trying to hit every single possible angle in my back. And I think I stuck to pretty much 3 sets on every single exercise here. The next exercise was 3 sets of weighted pull-ups to failure. Hardly got anything out. My pull-ups today were just really crappy. Everything was really because my wrist pain in my right arm is absolutely horrible. So you see some odd form in some of the exercises. My wrist is giving out, but I'm trying to push through it as best as possible. But moving on again to 3 sets of wide grip lat pull downs, sticking between 8 to 14 reps here. And as you see, my elbow's tending, it looks like it's dragging behind my left arm a little bit, but gotta do what you gotta do, right? But anyways, I didn't get to deadlift today in this workout because I was actually pressed for time. I had to leave for a meeting that was like an hour away at like 4:30, and I think I'd got there at 3, so I had to do back and biceps. So deadlift takes up like an hour of my time when I work out. I really concentrate hard on deadlifts, but I didn't get to do them today. But moving on to 3 sets of wide grip seated rows for 8 to 10 reps, I believe. And as you saw in the last video, I used the close grip, but here tried to mix it up a little bit using the wide grip pulley, and did 3 sets again. And I think after this I move over to the close grip underhand lat pull downs. As you see, it's like what, 4 exercises already, 4 or 5 exercises. Like I said, just sticking to since I didn't get to do deadlifts, trying to do every single exercise I can pretty much in a speed workout, just to try to hit every angle in my back. Because I really believe in that. Your back is so complex in the muscle structure that it's pretty hard to tax out every single muscle in your back. So like I said, try to do every single exercise possible. And I know it's a lot of volume, but I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, right, to build that physique that you want. And moving on, we have the machine lat pull downs, 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. I rarely use this machine, but like I said, I wanted to use it today, trying to do different things. And as you see, I kind of liked it because I could really control the negative part of the exercise. I kind of used it as a wide grip, and it didn't really hurt my wrist too bad, so I really like that. My wrist pain comes and goes. As you see, I only wear a wrist strap on the right arm because that's the only arm that has wrist pain. And sometimes it's bearable, sometimes it's not. And this day was just a bad day. And that's probably another reason I'm glad I didn't deadlift, because when my wrist hurt on deadlifts, it's done for me. I lose about 100 pounds right there. But moving on, we have 3 sets of machine seated rows, another exercise I never do, but 8 to 12 reps for 3 sets. And this one really works your rear delts as well. I think the inside angle works on a little bit more, but still another back exercise, another row exercise that really works a different angle in your back. And like I said, these exercises aren't necessarily optimal, but it's always nice to mix some things up. Moving on to barbell rows, 3 sets of 10 reps. I'll usually use a overhand grip, but for some reason I used a reverse here. I guess it helped my wrist pain at the time, even though this really does hurt my wrist bad when it's aggravating me. But I try to keep my back at a 90-degree angle and don't worry about the weight so much, just really worry about the pulling motion. And I used to think it was more about the weight, but I lowered the weight, fixed the form, and it's working a lot better. And we finished off back with 3 sets of rope face pulls, 10 to 12 reps. And I talked about this exercise in my last video. I finished it off last video with 5 sets of this, but I didn't have enough time to put that much volume into this one exercise. At this point I had like 20 minutes left before I had to go, and I started to do a full bicep workout. So I did that and stuck it close. I usually do about 20 reps per set, but I stuck at 10 to 12, a little bit heavier on the weight. And moving on to biceps, we have 3 sets of 1-arm dumbbell curls, 8 to 20 reps. I think the 20 reps was on the very last one. On the last set of the drop set with I went from 25 to 15 pounds on my last set for this. But I usually don't actually do this exercise, but my wrist hurt the most, honestly, when I do biceps. And I was trying to find an exercise that kept the wrist pain to a minimum, because it really aggravates me because it kind of hinders my workouts. But I had to use the bench to keep my arm straight and keep my elbow into place. But I liked the exercise. It really helped, kept my wrist pain to a minimum, and really got a good pump going. I felt it good in my biceps. I think this was 30 pounds or 35 pounds I was curling, which is pretty nice. I usually stick to lightweight on curls and for my biceps with higher reps. And as you see here, the next exercise is 3 sets of 30s, which is another form of 21s, which is we do 7 reps of the bottom part of the curl, 7 reps of the top part, and then 7 full reps at the end. This same exact thing, just 10 reps each. 10 reps at the bottom, 10 reps the top part of the exercise, and 10 full reps. I really like this one. I usually do this every single workout at the end for one drop set. Not one drop set, I do lighter weight, like 20 pounds for up to 100 reps, but I split them up into like 3 or 4 sets, and I'll talk about that later. I do that every single workout that I do 3 to 4 times a week, and I feel it's very crucial to arm development. As you see, my arms are probably the best thing I got going for me right now. I'm really trying to break everything up to speed with my arms, but that's for another video, and I feel really strongly about that, but I'll talk about that in another video. And to finish off the workout, we have a cable curl drop set, 4 sets, 15 reps, 20 reps, 25 reps, 30 reps, dropping the weight. And I think I actually, by accident, cut off the first drop set. I could be wrong, but it's okay. It's way too long anyway, so I think you guys will probably actually appreciate me not showing that first part. But yeah, this was very tough, and I know it's kind of a strange exercise for me. My friends talk about it and ask why I do it a certain way. I try to keep the tension in the bicep. I don't go all the way down, don't go all the way up, but really keep the tension in the muscles that I'm working, and it's really helped. I know there's a lot of people go back and forth on this topic, but I really believe keeping tension on this exercise with cable curls, especially with there being tension on the negative part of the exercise, really help. But it definitely hurts, and it definitely takes a toll out of you. But I believe this is actually the last set of the drop set, and other thing is, not going all the way down, not going all the way up, keeps my wrist pain to a minimum. But that's not the only reason I do it. But that'll be it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the workout. Have any tips for me or any comments on this workout video, leave a comment in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to respond to every single comment that I can. Please click that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and remember, if you continue to do what other people do, you're going to get the same results. Don't you want to be better? Take care. Be sure to check out Prove Them Wrong apparel at ProveThemWrongFitness.Spreadshirt.com. Join the Prove Them Wrong family today and show others that you can do what they can't.